What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, bringing you another battle with my UU team. In the last one you saw my Haxorus just kind of blow back a whole team. This match was a little more interesting. Mixed tier battle, mostly OU, but obviously, yeah, all OU except Jolteon. But Jolteon, it's really viable in pretty much any tier. It's a beast. So, we'll get into the battle here. I was pretty common leading with my Mega Beedrill, just because so many situations when I didn't lead off with it and I didn't get that Mega Evolve, it kind of hindered me later on because I needed that fast sort of kill. So I bring in Mega Beedrill, I do Mega Evolve, I go for the Protect, just safe play. This Talonflame, obviously, it's going to wreck me with the Brave Bird, and there's nothing I can do even though I do outspeed it. Talonflame is just too good. So I switch into my Rotom Heat, which is pretty much my Talonflame counter. Like, it's a great counter. I love it. So we actually both switch out, and he goes into Superior. And here I'm not sure exactly what it's going to go into, but I guess he was predicting me to go for a Volt Switch on him. But yeah, Jolteon's gonna get burned. I'm guessing it's not Quick Beat. If so, that would make Jolteon the fastest thing on Earth. This thing's already fast enough as it is. It's crazy. So I switch into Donphan, predicting the Volt Switch. He goes for that easily. I'm not sure what this is. If it might be Specs, could be Life Orb. I've seen a lot of different moves on Jolteon. So I know Jolteon is probably going to switch out, so I go for the Rocks. In comes Superior. Not a whole lot I can do this, so I'm going to switch out. And I'm going to go into my Metagross, my Assault-vested Metagross, to eat up this incoming Leaf Storm. And you remember seeing the Noctowl take it. Like, look at that. Look at how little damage that does. It's so little. And he's not just soaking up the damage. I do have Ice Punch. And then Superior pulls out the HP Fire. And I'm like, oh, damn. You are definitely genned. Yeah, I've been trying to get hidden powers on my Mons. It's just not working. So I get Ice Punch, brings it down to the red, and in Bullet Punch range. So, Metagross, doing what he does. Taking lives. So in comes Garchomp. I'm guessing it's to EQ me, but I'm thinking the Stealth Rocks are coming. He's like, there's no way, it's way too obvious. So I go for the Ice Punch on him, and yeah, that Garchomp's not looking too pretty. So unfortunately he is the defensive Rocky Helmet Rough Skin combo, but that's okay. Like, I just put a chunk into Garchomp. So I bring in Donphan. And here I was predicting him to switch out, thinking that I had like Ice Shard or something. So I go for the Rapid Spin, which is not, which I just wanted to get rid of my rocks, but it was just unfortunate because I take a ton of damage here. But I do get rid of the Stealth Rocks, but I'm in range to die to another EQ. Like, that was one turn. Like, that's how friggin' tough. Like, if you don't have an answer for a Garchomp, like, that's just, like, took out my Donphan. That is max HP, max defense, Impish. So yeah, that does a lot. So in comes Beedrill. I know I'm gonna take some more hits from this, but I have to go for it. I have to just take this Garchomp out, and I'm gonna get the heck out of here, because if I stay in comes the Talonflame, and then something's taking, you know, a massive Brave Bird that I don't really want to take from anyone. Like, even though Rotom is meant to handle Talonflame. So I just decided to switch into Haxorus. It was just my best switch, and in comes Lopunny. So I'm predicting obvious fake out. I just stay in. Nothing really wants to take it. Like, maybe my Rotom, but I didn't really want to switch it in. So take the fake out. That does a considerable amount, but like that's not as much because Lopunny it's strong. Mega Lopunny is so friggin' strong. So I wasn't sure if he had the Ice Punch or not, but I do switch into Rotom. He reveals the Ice Punch. Gets a crit that still doesn't do that much. So Rotom soaked up that nicely. And he's going to switch right back into Jolteon, predicting probably another Volt Switch. But I mean, I know you have it. You have you had a ground type and an electric type. Why would I go for an electric move? So poor play. Switches into Jolteon, and he just, yeah, gets bodied by that overheat. So now in comes Bisharp. I was wondering what this was going to do. I was predicting probably a Sword Stance, so I just go for the overheat. I'm like, why not? And that one-shots it, even at -2. Overheat still outgoes the Bisharp. So, bad play. Yeah, you don't bring in a Steel type on a Fire type. Not especially since I'm Choice Scarfed. Here's pretty interesting. I was predicting the Fake Out, and I knew I could take it no problem. But he goes for the Drain Punch, I guess predicting me to switch out. I just decided to keep going for the overheat. Rotom is kind of exceeded its usefulness. I can still Volt Switch, but it's just not really much of a point anymore. It can't take hits from this Lopunny. So I switch into Beedrill, hoping he goes for another fighting move. And look at that, that's still a Mega Beedrill coming from a Mega Lopunny. That thing's frail as everything. And it takes that really well. And luckily Mega Beedrill does outspeed Mega Lopunny, which is just wonderful. And that Poison Jab does a heap to it. And he counters with the Drain Punch, but I don't really care, because you're still going to die to another Poison Jab. So I go for the U-turn here. I was thinking it was going to be enough to take him out, and then I could get the heck out of there. And luckily I do. So Mega Beedrill, adaptability, too strong. Just way too strong. So I decide to switch into my Conkeldurr, and finally, he comes out. And right into a Talonflame. So I'm like, well, oh well. So he's going to go straight for the Brave Bird. He took a ton from rocks. I knew it was coming. But that's okay. So, yeah, Conkeldurr, yeah, bye-bye. Sorry, buddy. So, Brave Bird, he almost takes himself out with the Brave Bird. I decided to go here. I'm expecting that he has enough health gone that this Brave Bird will take him out, so I sort of sacrifice Mega Beedrill, hoping that it'll take him out. Because I do believe he's only got one Mon left in the back, and then I find it doesn't do anything, so that was kind of a waste. So I bring in Rotom. This thing is constantly just going for Brave Bird, so I was wondering what it was. Like, it needed to, because Rotom's going to outspeed it with Choice Scarf, so it had no choice for Brave Bird. And I'm thinking, like, maybe he might be, like, Choice Banded. But Sharp Beak is possible. And that's going to be it. So I had to sacrifice a few Mons to it, but I still had, I do believe, Metagross in the back and Haxorus. So it was a 2-0. Not too bad. I was happy with that result. Obviously, you know, taking on an OU team, I was playing around with this team like a bit before I got the battles in. So it took a little bit just to find good synergy. Obviously, Donphan is really useful on this team just because of the rapid spin. Just because, like, Rotom and Beedrill are kind of my two, what do you call it? They're my Volt Turn core. And I have Assault Vested Metagross, Sponge Up hits, fairly bulky Rotom to do it. And then Donphan. Yeah, Donphan was my defensive monster. Metagross, especially defensive. And then I have my Volt Turn core and, what is that? Haxorus and Conkeldurr, sort of my damage dealers. So, I wanted to bring that out. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I hope you guys have been enjoying watching all my battles. I like to keep it mixed up, you know, I have different things here or there where it's not the same thing again and again. Oh, you know what? I just realized Metagross went down to Rough Skin Rocky Helmet against this Garchomp. So it was actually a 1-0. So, close battle. Close battle for sure. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!